See if I can squeeze in. What's up?
I know, like something. I gotta figure this out.
How's it going, everybody?
I'm Kelly.
I'm Corey. And I am so grateful for how healthy I feel today. I was just thinking, I don't think I have ever felt this healthy in my entire life. And I've gone through periods of, like, being pretty healthy, but, man, it just feels so good. My whole body, I just feel great. It doesn't come easy, that's for sure. It takes a lot of work.
It does take work to feel good.
It's a lot of work, but I guess it's just a matter of how much do you want to feel good? How much do you want to feel healthy?
But then also it just becomes habit, and it becomes your life, and it's not even work anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you just feel good.
For sure. I have no desire for I was listening to something about the things that we're attached to and the things that we want to hold on to are the things that we push away the most in our life. And like, I just don't feel any attachment to anything. And I'm talking, I've thought about the one thing I feel attached to is water.
Oh, well, that's a good thing though.
Like, I just don't have any desire to eat anything that... I don't have a desire to put anything in me that's just not healthy. It's a whole new world. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Something I've been thinking about that I've been recognizing this week. I've always prayed, like I've just prayed throughout my whole life, and there have been seasons where I wasn't in really great communication with God. I didn't pray like regularly. I always feel like I have a prayer in my heart though. I always feel connected, even if I'm not on my knees, or even if I'm not like saying Dear Heavenly Father and beginning a prayer and ending it. I just always feel like I am connected with Him. But this week I began to get on my knees. I have not gotten on my knees in a long time. And I know, right? Yeah. It's like, you would think, oh, well, she prays on her knees every day. I don't. I haven't. Now, I have a few years ago, I was religious about it. Like, I would get on my knees and pray in the morning and in the night. And I recognized that it made a huge difference in my life during that time. But I've felt really good. Like, I pray. I sit up in bed and pray, or I'll be laying in bed praying, or I'll be wherever praying. And but I haven't like gotten on my knees to pray. Now I have occasionally, but not every single day. And so this week it was the Spirit moved me to get onto my knees, and I just followed, and I got on my knees. And I think it was because you had shared with me that you were kneeling in your bed, and like as soon as your prayer's over, you just like fall down, you just like roll down and you just go to sleep. And I was like, oh, all right, I'm gonna try that. Instead of next to my bed, I'll just kneel up in my bed and do it. And so as soon as I woke up and I said my thank yous, I just got up on my knees and I just started to pray. And then I went about my day, and my whole day was so, what's that word? Synchronistic. That was like Wednesday, when things were just being synchronized. Like, things were just happening. It was like flowing. My day just flowed, and everything connected, and it was just incredible. And so at the end of the day, I got on my knees again, and I was just so grateful for recognizing how great my day was. And so the next day, I was like, well, all right, let's see if this happens again, I mean, that could have just been a fluke. So I did it again. And the same exact thing, like the next day, it was the same stuff was happening. And my day just felt so different. And so I've been doing that every day this week. And it has made the biggest difference. I did not realize it, and I think because I have that comparison of what it's like and not like to do that, it makes the biggest difference. Getting on your knees and praying, there is a humility to it, there is a surrendering to it that takes it to a whole other level. There's just something about it that it truly is like I'm asking God to be in my life in a whole different way, it feels like, and he is helping me to, it's like my eyes are being opened in a different way, my ears are being opened in a different way, I'm recognizing things, it's just different. And I mean, it's just like I said, it's just been this week, but I testify I'm experiencing it in my life of the big difference of getting on your knees and praying instead of just laying in your bed or, whatever. Just being on your knees makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes such a big difference. And my routine, maybe I need to get out of the bed and on my knees, I don't know, but I get the way that I do it, it's all kind of connected with my meditation process too. So I don't know if it's out of convenience or whatever, but I go from praying in bed, sitting up on my knees, to immediately into a meditation pose, which you don't have to pose, but people might say I'm worshiping the devil or whatever.
Not when you're connected with God.
No, but I mean, I've been hearing things that people are saying about the whole yoga, and I don't know, but the last few days, I've had a couple of people come to me and bring me my drama. It's kind of funny, like they're coming. Just happened today, actually, but it has happened a few times. It happened about an hour ago, but it has happened a few times in the last few days where people are actually coming to me with my drama,
to talk
my
about
things, and they're worked up about it. And I'm like, it doesn't matter, people. Everything is good. And it just is, and it's all about prayer. It really is. I think I'd be in the grave if it wasn't for prayer. It does
really,
make such
truly.
a difference. And you're talking about synchronicity and just the way that our life flows and everything's good. Like, I've been thinking also, what we do right here, I think anybody could get in front of something for a few minutes and maybe try and pretend. I don't know how long they could get away with it, but this isn't just for 20 minutes or however long we do this. This is like my entire life is like changing. I don't just have these few moments with Kelly where things are cool and then I go about a miserable life. And it's like, I just wish everybody, it does take a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, and I have so far to go. But even with all my stuff that I have to progress with and continue to move forward, I am just in a place of peace. Like, I feel complete peace. I don't feel judged. I don't feel any type of, like, anything. And it feels so good. And prayer and meditation, I don't believe that a person can reach you can't connect with a higher power without it. You can't connect with God without it. I mean, even if nature is your higher power, going out into nature and being with it and communicating with it, you got to open up. You got to open your heart up. And I did. And I mean, like I said, my entire days from morning to night, like I don't remember. Last Wednesday, I woke up feeling overwhelmed, but I prayed, and my day went well, even with stuff that came into my life that was unexpected. It's like you just don't have the same reaction. You know?
Yeah.
So I guess it's it's like God just allows you to be prepared for anything that comes into your life. And, you know, my buddy coming to me saying, oh, it's just not right. How can this and that be going on to you? And it's like, dude, you're just repeating something you heard. And it's all false. I mean, the drama that people are creating in their head, it's like, it's not even real.
Right.
Let me deal with me.
Yes. Yes, people love drama.
Yeah.
People just love a good story to attach to and to talk about, and it's just like, it's so unnecessary. It is just so unnecessary.
There's no reason to
Like,
fight. There's no
yeah.
reason. It's all ego driven.
It is. And when we can learn to just live in this 24-hour period of time, like this is all we have is just 24 hours. And if we just live right now, just live in this presence, there, like you just said, there's no judgment. Like, there's just so much love and peace, and it just feels so good. And like, when I feel that within myself, I feel that towards others. I feel that with others, and I'm able to be more of like a calm presence for other people's drama and stuff that they're bringing. It's just so fascinating. It's so interesting the way that God is working in our lives and teaching us, and hopefully as we're learning these kinds of things for ourselves and we're sharing, then hopefully, it helps y'all to understand and learn things as well. Because the first thing is becoming aware, because I've just been so unaware for so long, just living in just the routine, living in the habits, and just living in what I've just always known and thought. And when you connect, when you just get present and you get out of your mind, you just realize it just all melts away, and it just you recognize truly what is most important, and it's just feeling that love, feeling that joy, that peace.
Yeah, you're no longer just grabbing and trying to hold on to stuff. It's like, I feel zero attachment to anything today. I'm open to stuff and to people and to receiving, but like, I just don't, I have no attachment to anything, and I've never felt this free in my entire life, because I've always been so obsessed, and just like, my mind, it's like all I thought about was, okay, so I stopped using drugs, now I need a person, now I need junk food, now I need Netflix, I need whatever. I mean, I was always needing something to escape myself. And now it's just so wonderful not to have that in my life. And it's not, I want everybody to feel it. I want everybody to have that type of peace, and it's available for everybody. And I don't think you have to go about it in a specific way, but it's a matter of, what are you attached to? Like, what is it in your life that you just can't live without? Because that's the number one thing that a person needs to let go of and give to God, or just give away, just put it out. And you're not going to lose it. Most likely, you're not going to lose it. And I even heard somebody say today, if you end a relationship and you never even see that person again, you can love them better than you've ever loved them before if you let them go. And I totally understand that. And it's not a matter of loving them, trying to get them back. You just love. And if I am really attached to something, I can't really take care of it, because I am too busy trying to fix things and fix myself, and I'm still sick. But if I'm not attached to anything, then I am able to really look within and work on myself and find out, what is it about me that I need to work on. Because as long as I'm attached to people and things, I'm just trying to fix them, or make more, or have more,
or escape something,
or escape, run from. I mean, you're never getting away from, I'm never getting away from me.
Right.
And for the first time in my life, and I have been, I've gotten all the way out into the middle of nowhere, and I was so miserable. But today, I'm going, and but I don't. I'm good right here.
Yeah, totally. Thinking about attachments, I've recognized yesterday I decided I was going to fast from social media on Sundays. Like I'm just not getting on there at all, because I've recognized over the past 2 weeks since I've started getting a little more active that I have been going to it more than I really need to. And I haven't painted, over the past 2 weeks, and that's something that I just love to do and I enjoy, and I'll spend hours painting, but I haven't over the past couple of weeks because I'm shifting my time around, as I'm getting more involved in sharing more. But at the same time, I recognize that I have this, I want to go look. And today, so many times, I'm like, I want to go check on things and see what's happening. And I'm like, no. And it's been so good for me to recognize that my mind just goes to that. And I'm like, what is it? And so then I ask myself, what is it that is drawing me to that? Like, what is it that I'm needing, that I'm seeking from some artificial thing, that's not even real? And it really is crazy. I'm coming to recognize how much of the technology and social media and everything, it's just a separate world. It really is. It is like a world that we have to plug into to access, and when we're plugged into that, we're unplugged from this real world that we're living in, and we miss out on so much around us as we're just scrolling through and just mindlessly looking at everything and everyone else's lives, and so it's like, it's a great tool to have purpose. Like, if you're, because I think about how, like I said, I love art, and so I love finding creative ideas, and I love seeing what other people do, and so I'll purposefully go on and search for art, and so that I'll look at that for a little bit and get inspiration, and then I leave it, and then I go create. And so it's like, whenever we go at it with a purpose and we limit ourselves, then I think that is healthy. But when we just go to it as an attachment, as an addiction, as something like that's just fueling or helping us to escape something, boredom is truly a good thing. If you are bored and you have nothing to do and you just don't know what to do with yourself, and you're like, well, I'll just look online, go sit. Just go sit in silence all by yourself and be bored. Be bored with yourself for a little bit and see what comes up. Boredom is really a good thing.
Yeah, kids in today's world don't know what to do when they don't have a device in front of their face, or don't have something stimulating them. They just don't know what to do with boredom. It's really sad.
Yeah.
It really is. And it's like, when you were saying that, when you were talking, I could just see people scrolling down and scrolling. I've done it. It's been 3 years since I've been on social media, really. I've got an account again just to do this with you. But like the whole scrolling thing, and I can see myself getting annoyed with people around me. No, don't bother me. And you're just like hooked in this mode. And it's... oh man, I am so glad that I don't have that. Mm-hmm. That is, and it's so just abundant in the world. Every single kid is just hooked on it, and everybody knows this. Everybody knows it's not healthy. Everybody knows it's a waste of time, but everybody wants to. It's such a great way to escape. It is a wonderful way to escape your life and escape. What can I do for me? What can I do to help myself be better so that I can be better for my kids? Oh, I'm so free of that.
No, I think that there, with everything, there's like positives and there's negatives, because I also see that it's a great tool for connection. If you are connecting with people and having conversations with people and learning and growing from one another, and you know, and recognizing people's achievements. But then you get into the whole validation thing and people needing approval and just all of the whole, it's such a crazy world out there. And,
I wish I was in Europe. I wish I was on vacation
because
there
everything
and
looks
there.
so happy and cheerful, and everyone's on vacation all the time and eating such good foods and drinking such good drinks, and everything just looks great.
Nobody's posting their misery.
Right.
Nobody's...
I'm gonna have to post some. If I have some misery, I'll have to get real with y'all, and like I'll post some real life stuff, because even my life, as I'm sharing stuff, I'm sharing like really good stuff, you know, upbeat, positive stuff, and you know, but my life truly is like I'm sharing. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, I think we've shared some down days, but I haven't had one in a long time.
Yeah.
If I'm having one, I'll put it out here, because we do this regularly, but I just don't. It's like,
y'all are able to see our moods as we go.
I've had some moods, and I've been not completely there a couple times on here, you know, and it was part of a process that I've been going through to work on my recovery. And people can laugh at that and make fun of it for what it is. I don't know. That's great. It's live.
Exactly.
There's no hiding what's going on with me. But I am just... what you said is perfect. To go on to anything with a purpose. Are you living on purpose? Are you living on intention? Do you do it because you're going to catch up with somebody, or, you know, to seek inspiration, but just getting lost in those hours of just this? And I get it. I've done it. I've been there, and I'm so grateful that I'm not there. And it's just...
And I'm grateful for if you are there right this second and you're watching us. Thank you for spending your time doing that.
No, I listen to podcasts.
Yeah, I do
for
too.
Hours all day. I told you, I listened to one podcast. It was Wednesday or Thursday. I listened to it like 10 times, and it was like a 30-minute podcast throughout the day, my whole day of work. And it was wonderful.
Yeah, I listened to it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, it was just such wonderful inspiration. And it's a matter of, like, what am I living with intention? Am I in the present? Am I here present with you right now? And it's a whole new shift in my life, because I've just been running and escaping and filling a void in my life that it's an eternal hole. There's not enough. There's a saying, you know, 1 is too many and 1,000 is never enough. And for an addict, that goes with anything. And I'm not talking about just drugs. I mean, what are you addicted to? Is it a person? Is it a food? What is it, you know? Because that is the number one thing that I need to work on getting out of my life. And it doesn't mean I have to remove it from my life, but the attachment to it. It's all about being free from needing it. And prayer is the great place to start. Without a doubt. Man, life is good. You know?
It really is.
Yeah, and
This is an awesome
I don't know how
experience.
long ago it was that you said that you were living in bliss, but it's
back around.
But I don't think it went away. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've been... I don't think I'm on a pink cloud, and I don't think I'm falling off of it.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of hard days. It's called life, but I'm okay. And like I said earlier when we started this, it's like, I think other people are more affected by my drama than I am. It's just, everything is good.
Yeah.
No matter how much it hurts, no matter how hard it is, let's just give it to them. Give it away, because it's just so freeing. I am so grateful.
It is.
I'm so grateful.
Me too.
I'm grateful for health, for a healthy mind, a healthy body, healthy relationships. I've been reconnecting with people, and it's all good.
Yeah, I have been too, a little bit. Like, people are starting to reach out, seeing my videos and stuff, and like, oh, I saw you, you know, and it's fun. Because I've been so disconnected from people for a while. So it's good. It's a good place to be.
Yeah.
It's just gonna get better. And I'm like,
better
how
and
is it
better.
gonna get better? But it just, I know that it will, because that's just how God is. Like, He just continues to bless us with just so much. I mean, even in the hard times, even with the trials, even with the challenges, I mean, you see the world differently. I
Yeah.
see the world differently.
Definitely. I can shake a person's hand and look them in their eyes today.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's stupid little things like that just today that that just wasn't me. I would like put my head down and walk around and just don't care anymore. I
That's awesome.
care deeply. I love deeply, but I don't have that attachment. And
To
I don't
need other people's approval, yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly perfect. I don't need anybody's approval except for my God.
Mm-hmm.
All I care about is that I'm in the right place with Him.
Yep,
Life is good.
it is.
Hug your kids. Stop scrolling and go paint something with them. Or
Yeah.
draw all over your couch or something. I bet that'd be a great memory. I love y'all.
All right, bye, y'all.